Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Samurai 8, Chapter 8. Hey, when we last left off, we got a lot more exposition about samurais and princesses, which led to Princess Anne going out to meet her destined samurai, who, as we know, is Hachimaru. They encountered each other, and that was really all we saw of them. That was where their bit in the chapter ended. We then got some guys who look kind of like villains, who might be trying to kill Hachimaru or something. I don't know, that's pretty vague. So let's jump right on into Chapter 8, Slow and Steady. Dark clouds hang above. The plot thickens on this sci-fi samurai action drama. Now, fly further and higher than ever before. Alright. So we open with the bad guys again. With one of them is like in this, like wrapped up in this giant square thing, I think. The mysterious samurai moves out. Ball space region coordinates are right ascension 8N 0877362 minus 30 degrees 40 DEC 4. And the other guy, as he walks off, I've input the coordinates. H particle concentration regulation. Is the particle mix stabilized? Yeah, it's close to 0. As expected of you, Ada. And he summons this kind of, like, Susanoo kind of manifestation thing. It's beautiful whenever I lay eyes on it. In this form, there will be a time limit. It's time to end the idle chatter, Princess Neri. Yes, I leave it to you. Little manifestation thing flies off into space, leaving the atmosphere behind. I'm assuming to go to where Hachimaru and Anne are. Speaking of, we're back with them. You sure it's him? Yeah. What? If you're my fated princess, then you should have hurried up and said so. We should immediately complete the 3 bodies as one. Then I'll get stronger. Nice to meet you. And he like reaches for a handshake. What was your name again? And Anne thinks for a second, and then she looks at him like dead-eyed. And turns away in a huff. And Daruma kind of like looks to the side. What do you mean by fated? A destined meaning will happen through no shit. I didn't listen to a word he said. Hey, master, and he runs back to Daruma. That fated thing, is it something like we both have a good feeling or something? Nope. Moreover, you've been completely spurned. This is what spurned is? When you bring together a samurai, his key holder, and a princess, they won't just suddenly become stronger. And Daruma walks forward as the other samurai, whose name I'm forgetting, reaches for his sword. Relax. I am not an enemy. I am Hachimaru's teacher. Are you a samurai? And Angela points at him. A cat? Please excuse my student. If you so please, would you mind telling me your name, princess? And he bows. It's fine to do it slowly. And Anne looks at him. Hachimaru kind of like glares disappointedly. My name is, yeah, Anne. On, is it? Or is it meant to be, 1A or 2A's? I think I saw 2A's before, or no, I don't know. I think 1N or 2N's, I mean. I think I saw it with 2 N's before. Anyway. On, is it? It's a name derived from On. On is the Japanese sound for Om, a Buddhist prayer word. A is the first word, and N is the last word. It's a good name that means the creation of everything. Thank you very much. But my name is the hardest for me. Master, and Hachimaru like dashes over. Master gave a very master-like kind of wordy, annoying explanation. Sorry. So, what do you want with me? And Anne doesn't say anything. But the other samurai, well, your origin does not seem to be an issue. I was thinking we would extend to you an invitation to join our warrior ranks. Whoa! Where Nanashi is? The other samurai, whose name I've forgotten. I think we knew it at one point, but I've completely forgotten what his name is. Responds, Samurai Cat, would you let us receive this child? I do not know of where you come, but it is for the sake of making sure this child receives a proper education. A proper education? So then you would become a teacher to him, would you? Then show me your mind's eye. What do you mean? Nope, wrong way. A fellow teacher such as yourself should need no explanation with this. And we see that Daruma pops his head open and the little thing pops out. It can't be! Full mastery of the Vajrayaksha style? The wandering wolf who cut down 1,000 men! The star-breaking dog samurai! The demon-biting And Daruma looks at him again. Daruma. And the samurai bows, head on the ground. Please excuse my impudence from earlier. I'm prepared to apologize with my death. I'm nothing more than a young fool without a mind's eye. And Hachimaru watches all that. Is Master really that incredible of a person? I don't see what's so wonderful and fantastic about him. And Daruma turns away. It's fine. Meanwhile, back at Hachimaru's house, he's watching like home videos of baby Hachimaru. It's time for your IV. It's time for your IV. And he looks down. That's right. You no longer need your IV anymore. And he calls out, Hachimaru, it's time for lunch. Where are you? Where? And he looks around. He can't find him, of course, because Hachimaru is not home anymore. Don't tell me that cat samurai took Hachimaru. I see. So is the legendary samurai Daruma. We're back with Daruma and Hachimaru and An and the other guy. He would be better as his teacher. For the time being, I will remain here and watch over him. Then An, you shall remain there as well to train. Sorry. So the first bit was the princess who sent them on this mission last chapter. Then for the time being, I will remain here and watch over him is the samurai on the ground. And then An shall remain there as well to train is the princess on screen to An. But to train your ability to sense the pull of the locker ball, it's better to have your Lord Samurai close by. Therefore, be nice to your Lord Samurai. This is also a part of your princess training. Yes, Princess Woon-sama. I shall lead us to my hideout then. All of you follow me riding your key holders. And they all ride away into the cave. We're finally entering the hideout, Hayataro. Meow. Oh yeah, they haven't actually done that yet. That's a funny thing. Hey, and he calls up to Daruma. Isn't it about time to eat? Is there anything to eat besides liquid food or IVs? And they arrive at a door-looking thing. Here it is. And the door opens. So spacious! Hey, how about we do sukiyaki for lunch? Or how about katsudon? I'd like to try an eel box, too. And he looks over like a jar filled with something. What's this? It's a special drink I mixed that balances all your nutritional requirements. This? That's still a work in progress, but it's delicious. And An flashes back to Woon saying, be nice to your Lord Samurai. That is also a part of your princess training. And she calls out to Daruma. Daruma-san, do you have any ingredients? Yeah, I do have some. What about it? How, about I make something? Even though I look like this, I have confidence in my cooking. Then we see her cooking. Here! And they all kind of look at it, it's like bubbling up at them. Everyone except Daruma is like really cautious about it. Daruma cannot see the problem. And he just dives right in. Hachimaru comments. Master dove right in without hesitation. What? It's delicious. You both should hurry up and eat. You can't do anything on an empty stomach. And Hachimaru takes his first bite. It's delicious! And the other samurai, yeah, it's really good, even though it looks like that. What's important isn't what you can see, but what it is that's hidden underneath. What was that? I'm being like Master. Isn't that right? An, seconds, please. And An turns to him. Go get it yourself. Spurned again. And she turns around and kind of chuckles. Foo foo foo. Anyway, sometime later. Alright. I don't know why, with a belly full of delicious food, I feel like I got this. Now, and he puts his soul on the blade. And the blade extends. It's kind of wobbly, but it's not drooping anymore. Finally, I did it! I stretched right out! Is that some kind of amazing thing he did? He made countless mistakes over and over again doing that. It's the same with your cooking, right? I will say, I'm getting more than a little tired of An's constant stuttering. I hope something changes about that relatively soon. It's just kind of exhausting to read. No, that was the first time other people have eaten my food. So, since I would always make mistakes, it was nothing but a bluff in front of Hachimaru. That's fine for now. Hachimaru is the same way. And An looks at him shocked. Compared to Hachimaru, you seem like quite the distinguished princess. Do I really seem like that? Master's eyes must not be too good, right? My eyes can't see at all, and An gasped. However, in some cases, they can see everything. Like An. And she pauses for a second. That's about my name. It means A is the beginning, Un is the end. And between these two characters, there's a lot of intermingling. It means it's not easy to connect, and we see that between two panels of the two of them, showing that that's meant to represent the two of them. No matter what you do, it won't be easy, but that's to be expected. Don't be impatient, and you'll eventually get there. That's why, be slow and steady. And we flash back, and we cut back to Hachimaru, and he slams the sword down onto the little platform he's on. Look, Hayataro! I was able to cut the gatekeeper holder! And we see the sword has made a slight cut into the thing. And just then... Oh, I thought that was meant to be the platform he was on. It's actually an asteroid field, because we cut back to the other guy who is coming towards them. What a troublesome asteroid field. I still haven't gotten through the cube space region. I can't go too slowly. Growing by the day, and next time a color page. So that's chapter 8, I mean, page 19, my bad. And I don't know. So my initial concern over the big distinction between samurai and princess is that princess being an inherently feminine term, I think I mentioned this in a past video, would mean that all samurai would be men, right? With Nanashi kind of being an exception, because we don't exactly know Nanashi's gender, but that's not the point. And as a result, given how Naruto is criticized given that a samurai is a more fighting person, and a princess generally doesn't fight as much, generally speaking, it would once again be Kishimoto relegating the vast majority of the good fights to the men. And I was a little worried about that, and the chapter has not done a whole lot to assuage my fears, given that it's the scene between Daruma and An at the end here compares Hachimaru's swordplay with An's cooking. And cooking, of course, is traditionally viewed as a feminine activity. And I think I'm still just a little worried about it falling into this trap of kind of a gender essentialism thing that I think that it can do better than. But we'll see. We're still early enough on that An could surprise us all and end up being a total ass kicker when she puts her mind to it. I don't know. Beyond that, that's really the bulk of the chapter. We see a little bit of how much Daruma is appreciated by more established samurais, how Hachimaru doesn't really care about all that. But beyond that, really the big thing to talk about is the approaching villains. The dad also now knows that Hachimaru is gone with Daruma. Who knows what he'll do about that, given that he has some kind of secret. And the bad guy is approaching, so we'll see how all that comes into play next week, but until then, I'm gonna leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!